Hi everyone, it's Emily, and this is 100 Days of Vulnerability. I believe this is day 18, and tonight I want to talk about relationships. So, I always say that when I'm about to start, I do my intro and then I go, so, that's a big no-no in public speaking. I have to correct that. So's Anyway, 24 seconds in, let's get this show started. So, there I go again with the so. Namaste. Okay. It's really hard not to say so. What word am I going to use as an intro? I was going to say so again. Okay, just hold on. Relationships. Let's talk about relationships. I'm going to talk about some of the things that have happened in my own life. I have a pattern that I keep repeating, and that is, it has been actually in the past, is I'm actually physically able to do everything for myself. And I find this a lot with women, is we are able to do everything. I pay my own bills, I get my oil changed, my tires changed, I mow my lawn, I whipper snip my lawn, I hedge trim the shrubs, I change my tire when it gets flat. I learned how to do that. I look after my daughter, I make supper, I do the yard work, I do the housework, I pay the bills. And it's the same thing when I'm in a relationship. I'm still doing all of those things for myself. All of them. And what I've found is in the past is guys are like, oh, that's amazing. She's so amazing. Oh, and then it's practically like, so, okay, the camera cut out there for a second. So what was I saying? In relationships, about 3 to 6 months in, what happens is I start, I give, and then I don't know, maybe I'm completely blind. They say when you're first in a relationship. Some relationships that I've been in have lasted 4 or 5 years, and I don't even know how I would put up with things for that long. Not to blame it all on the other person all the time, because I most definitely have my faults. I have tons of faults, and I try to constantly work on them. Some of them I'm probably unaware of, and some of them I know and I have to control. Like my stubbornness. I used to have quite a little temper. I would take little temper tantrums, and there's other things. I mean, I'm definitely not perfect, but it takes two. But back to the relationship. I would give and give and give and give, and then the guy would be like, this girl's awesome. She can mow the lawn herself and pay her own bills, and it's like, oh, perfect girl. And then I get to the point where I'm like, well, do you think you could help me with the dishes? Or maybe you could help me mow the lawn? Or even, would you be able to put my clothes from the washing machine into the dryer? Maybe I'm just tired after 3 to 6 months or a year or 2 years of giving all the time. Maybe I just need a little bit of help. And generally what happens is I've gave so much, and the person becomes accustomed to me being a certain way that they're like, oh, I'm not helping you mow the lawn, or they won't even put the clothes from the washing machine into the dryer, even though I'm like, here's everything I own, and I'll give, and it's just like, are you kidding me? So that will go on for another 3 to 6 months, and then by a year usually I'm exhausted and burnt out, because I'm just like, you won't, you can't even do you can't even move this pen from here to here, because people become accustomed to a certain way, and honestly, I'm just honestly have always just been too nice. And there's a book that I have that talks about, because I have been the same way with my employees. Nice, so nice, and they're like, you're the best boss ever. And then it gets to the point where I'm like, do you think you can help me do such and such? And they're like, oh, like they won't do it because they've become accustomed to. Or if I raise my voice a little bit, I don't even think I can raise my voice right now. They're like, you're yelling at me and you're such a bitch. And it's like, this is nice girl problems. You're so nice that when you're like this much mean, like the dot of a pen on a piece of paper, a dot mean, people are like, oh, you're a bitch, you're so mean, and they like freak out because you've been, but being nice is exhausting, but still, honestly, I still don't give in. And to tell you the honest truth, being nice always does pay off in the end. And you'll never, people will honestly never, especially if they're a really good person, ever be able to say anything negative or mean about you if you're always nice. There has to be some type of assertiveness in there with the niceness, because I've gone a long lot of my life being very passive and not assertive. But like I said, at like a year of never getting my own way, or honestly in some relationships 4 or 5 years of honestly never getting my own way, there comes a point when I would be either aggressive in the way I would yell, or like, because I just can't take it anymore. I haven't done that in years now, but it is something that happens to people that are very passive. They'll either become depressed, or they will become passive aggressive, like, oh, I'm gonna drop your toothbrush on the floor. And I have been known to be passive aggressive. It's so funny, but you can only put up with so much. And then I've been known to be aggressive too, like yelling, or honestly, this is embarrassing, I've punched stuff. I've like hit my hand on a glass table and like put my hand through a table because I've just been so angry. This has not happened in like probably 4 or 5 years that I can't remember even the last time I got angry. But honestly, I won't blame it ever on anyone, but it's a buildup of just giving, passive, nice, and just a lot of outside influences. Just honestly, I feel like I just had been taken advantage of, and then I just freak out, which is nobody's fault but my own, and no coping mechanisms, to tell you the truth. But honestly, that hasn't happened in years. I've spent a lot of time figuring out the way that I am and why I am the way I am, so I can control, not even control, but express my emotions quickly so they don't build up and I don't freak out so, or become depressed, because you have to find a middle ground. So this is my vulnerability post for this evening. Have a wonderful evening. It is 12:17, and take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye guys.